every 15 seconds, one heart stops beating. And every second, thousands of myocardial cells die due to acute myocardial infarction. Technology has constantly evolved to beat time. Because time is muscle in acute myocardial infarction. Both pharmacological and mechanical interventions have undergone a sea change. In 2015, this synergy between third-generation thrombolytic tenecteplase and PCI has been recognized as the key strategy to beat time and save life. Genova Biopharmaceuticals, the biotechnology research arm of MCure, has been the only second biotechnology company in the world to be able to decode the technology of innovating and producing the tenecteplase. Genova has the most advanced state-of-the-art technology in its research and production facilities that enables us to deliver the highest quality product that has saved more than 100,000 patient lives till date. Elaxim is a 527 amino acid glycoprotein derived by molecular modification of native TPA using Chinese hamster ovarian cells and established mammalian cell line. Elaxim is bioengineered by point mutations at 3 key sites, but does not induce antigenicity due to high structural similarities with the native molecule. A substitution of threonine 103 with asparagine decreases the rate of clearance, while a point mutation at position 117 results in a structural change that prevents binding of the molecule to the liver receptors. This significantly increases the half-life of tenecteplase to nearly 22 minutes, the reason why Elaxim offers the benefit of 5-second single bolus administration. A third substitution of amino acids, glycine, histidine and 2 arginines at positions 296 to 299 results in an 80-fold increase in Pi1 resistance and enhances the fibrin specificity of tenecteplase. These structural changes make Elaxim the fastest and simplest single-bolus thrombolytic. Administration of Elaxim is very easy. All you have to do is: Step 1. Determine the correct dose of Elaxim based on patient's weight. Step 2. Withdraw the appropriate volume of solution based on patient's weight. Step 3. Flush a dextrose-containing line with a saline-containing solution prior to and following the administration. Step 4. Administer Elaxim as an IV bolus injection over 5 seconds. Step 5. Do remember that along with Elaxim therapy, it is very important to administer the right doses of antiplatelet and antithrombin co-therapy. This is primarily to reduce re-occlusion and reinfarction rates. Dissolving the thrombus is the main focus of the thrombolytic agent, and Elaxim has a very unique mechanism of action. Now let's look at the thrombus itself. Inside the thrombus, there are strands of fibrin, the protein that forms the clot. Meshed within the fibrin is the plasminogen, the inactive precursor of plasmin. When Elaxim is administered as an IV bolus, it binds to the fibrin in the thrombus and converts plasminogen into plasmin. Plasmin then breaks the strands of fibrin and dissolves the clot. As the clot dissolves, the blood flow is restored and viable tissue may be reperfused. Elaxim today is recognized as one of the most efficacious and safe products to be administered in patients with STEMI because of its sheer breadth and width of evidence that has been documented in a large number of clinical trials conducted on thousands of patients across the world. ASCENT 2 was the first trial to establish efficacy and safety of tenecteplase over the gold standard alteplase in more than 16,949 patients across 29 countries. Tenecteplase showed significant 30-day survival in patients treated beyond 4 hours of onset of symptoms compared to alteplase. Thus, it showcases its benefit in patients receiving late treatment, a very common scenario in India. Also, the incidence of non-cerebral bleeding complications was much lower with tenecteplase compared to alteplase. It also has the largest evidence in the form of clinical trials to prove its clear superiority in establishing the highest quality of TIMI Grade 3 and Grade 2 coronary flow in nearly 88% of the patients who were administered tenecteplase. It was this ability of tenecteplase to provide the fastest 90-minute patency, which became an important aspect, making the world take notice of its significant impact on myocardial salvage and thereby improving the survival rates and quality of life in patients across the world. Tenecteplase is undoubtedly superior to retiplase by virtue of other comparative clinical trial data. As in the first ever Phase 3 clinical trial of retiplase, the INJECT trial, retiplase was found to be equivalent to streptokinase, with authors concluding that it may be as good or as worse as streptokinase. It was also found to be less safe than streptokinase, as retiplase caused more strokes and more ICH bleeds. Weight-independent dosing became the biggest disadvantage of retiplase, as in AMI, one size does not fit all, as it was observed that patients with lower weight had more number of bleeding events, experienced higher mortality and higher incidence of stroke. Elaxim has published evidence of its efficacy and safety in more than 15,222 Indian patients with nearly 95% clinically successful thrombolysis rate, establishing tenecteplase as a gold standard in the treatment of AMI. Over and above, ACC-AHA and other guidelines recommend tenecteplase to be chosen as the most preferred drug of choice over any other thrombolytic. Let us together save more lives and spread more smiles with Elaxim, because life has no second chance.